Hello, welcome back. We're going to learn two things today, and then we're going to move on from this project. So this is our last day of just this practice fabric. The next project we're going to do, you will need to do a pattern. So we are going to have you print something at home. We're going to learn how to transfer that pattern and then start. It will be a picture next time. So you're going to have access to a printer. You should have your satin stitch done. I do not. But then I have two lines here. This one's done with pencil, and we know that pencil is not going to come out. But for practice, I didn't have my pins with me. So you're going to have two parallel lines, and then I did a star at the top. I'll teach you how to do that. So we're going to do a cross stitch here. You'll hear a lot of people talk about cross stitch. Some entire pictures are made out of cross stitch. So this is the entire stitch they use out of the whole thing. You're going to go in the back, going to go across. It's like an X. Going to come back up, and I'm going to teach you two ways to do this. So it's just an X. So you keep doing X's through your whole work. I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to cross over. This is the second way I want to teach you how to do it. So you could, if you want to get real quick, you could go in and then come back up right away in front of that little leg right there. See that? So you could get, it's like scooping up some fabric. Whoops. I hope you guys had a good week. It was a good week for me, a very busy one. I don't go in right here because the chance of that thread coming undone, so I go to the other leg of the X. Go back, cross over. You could do this method where you just scoop up some fabric and come out right by that X. And then go across. So X, X, X. Sometimes you'll see that they're smaller. I'm going to actually show you some projects next week and get you thinking about what do I want to do when I've feel very confident that I could do something that is interesting to me. So my fabric is a little bit loose, so I'm going to tighten it and screw this closed. It naturally just loosens over time. So yeah, I'm going to show you some projects next week. That way we can start thinking about, I'm going to do some embroidery on something that I have laying around the house. Maybe it's your Converse. Maybe it's your jean jacket. Maybe it's a dish towel that you have. So just to add embellishments to something that you already own. So this one's called the cross stitch. Notice that I'm not doing the scoop up the fabric. I'm just doing X's over and over. I think it's just whatever feels best to you. So next week we're going to do a project. You're going to need to print it out. I've already said that. And we should be rocking and rolling by now. You guys should feel like you have the threading the needle down. Common problem here. My tail is almost close to the edge. It could get wrapped up into my thing. I'm just going to make it so the tail is not so close to the fabric. Uh-oh. Another common problem. Just kind of fix it. I ended up making this not the whole 6 strands because the needle that I had was super small. So I had to split this thread. So we are also doing something called Messy Art Hour, my daughter and I. And today. She just thinks she is a total YouTube star. I think it's real fun to watch all these YouTube videos and then watch little kids go, welcome back to my channel, because that's what they do. All right, I'm wrapped up on this one. Now I'm going to teach you how to do a flower. And this is just for fun, but this is where I was kind of thinking about the project. So I am going to cut this and re-tie it. Hopefully you've gotten faster with the tying off. But this little flower is a 6-sided petal, so you're just going to draw, remember I don't have my pencils, but you're going to do an X and then a line down the middle. Very hard to see, I know. Come in the back, in the middle. So you're going to go right in the middle of the flower. You are going to make a little circle. Go in the middle of the flower again. Stop it where so the end of the line, you'll put your needle in and you'll just capture that little loop. And then you're gonna tack it in. So you're gonna put a little tack there. Let's do that again. Go up the middle. Make a nice little loop, go in the middle. I'm playing some thread chicken here. At the end of the flower, bring the needle out and then tack it. So just put, let's see how many more I could do. Depending on how tight you pull it. So this one I did looser so that it looks a little bit more like a petal, and then this one's really tight. I like the looser. So go in the middle. Oh no, I have a problem. A very, very common problem. Has this happened to you yet? Where you get some of the outside fabric? Oh, so nice part, other than French knots, you can really just take it out, start over. I'm gonna trim off some of the edges. Try to get this back on my needle on live film. See how it works. If you are trying to use those little tiny thread needles, threaders that I recommended, which I do not recommend now. If you really want a needle threader, I found another type. I will link it in the classroom. The second type seems to be a favorite with embroidery artists. And maybe that is what we need. Because I always have a problem doing this, especially when we're on a film. Everything but one. All right. I'm not going to waste any more of this precious filming. Okay, we got it. In the middle, this will be my last one. Then I'm going to let you go create. I'm playing thread chicken real bad here. Make a little loop, go back in the center of the flower. Come out where you want your flower to end. Make sure that it captures that little loop and then go back in. Now that is some thread chicken. All right, you please Share with me what you're doing. I can't wait. Those of you who have shared have filled my heart and made my day. So remember, you can share with me in a Google Drive, or you can send it to my email, lonnie.myers@leanderisd.org. Until next time, bye.